What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Movement6, and before we start, I really want to say I am completely humbled and overwhelmed with the support, the comments, especially on my previous video, the constructive feedback, the messaging, the discussions, the likes, and the support humbles me as a small channel. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate your support. And if you're new here, drop a like, subscribe, help a brother out. The road to 1,000 subscribers. So it's pretty exciting times, I must say. So thank you for that. But let's go. Let's be honest. The ROG Xbox LIX is an insane device, straight out of the box. I've been now working with this platform. Let me grab it here for about a week or so. It's a powerful handheld PC. It runs Windows 11, which I firmly believe to be its Achilles heel. It's not the best thing to experience Windows 11. It's not really optimized for a handheld, let alone for touchscreen. So you have to go through that. I've paid some attention to that in my previous video. But it also runs Xbox Game Pass, Steam, enough performance to run real AAA games. And when it comes down to the integration with Xbox Game Pass, it is worth noting that it's not an Xbox. It's a very confusing name, the ROG Xbox LIX, but it's a PC with your app from Xbox. So it runs PC, Xbox games. Steam has also a perfect integration. You can put Xbox in full screen mode, so it bypasses the desktop every time you stand up or you start up. Same for Steam. Put it in compact mode and it runs fantastic. You don't have to launch it from the desktop. So kudos. But if you really want to get the most out of it, there are 5 essential things you absolutely need to have. Not gimmicks, not nice to have. These are things that genuinely upgrade the experience, whether you're gaming at home, on the couch, when you're traveling, sitting on the toilet. You need this to elevate your experience with the ROG Xbox LIX. I will put a link in the description. So make sure you check it out. These are the links to the Amazon, or so you can buy it as well. You can check it out, what it costs. I would advise you to go down there and check it out. Let's get into it. The first essential thing you need, and this is non-negotiable for anyone, is a screen protector. Although the screen is not an upgrade from the previous model, the LIX has a 7-inch 1080p, 120 hertz refresh rate, touch support screen. A display. It looks amazing, but it's also exposed. It doesn't have a clamshell. It doesn't have a cover. It's just glass. So just imagine throwing it into a backpack, question mark, keys, zippers, cables, car keys. You know where the story ends, A tempered glass screen protector protects against scratches. It keeps the touchscreen feeling natural. Honestly, gives peace of mind when you travel. But above all, the one I got, I forgot to record. I'm actually putting it on, but in my enthusiasm. But the one I got is actually very good one. It really gives a glossy, good, almost OLED feel type of screen experience. So I'm really amazed by the one I got. Very positive about it. You don't even notice it's there until the day it saves your screen. So this is number one, not up for negotiation. You need it, trust me. The second thing you need, and this is where the LIX really shows its power, is a docking station. I was I was fooling around with it in the studio, and I decided I wanted to see it on the big screen. In my living room on the big screen. Let's see what it does. I've got it here. I'm using the Ivanki 8-in-1 ROG Ally dock with 75 watt power. It's a game changer. You can dock the Ally, connect to your TV monitor, connect cable out. It's great. It suddenly becomes a living room console, desktop gaming PC, a productivity machine, because you can use it in your, even as a PC. You can do everything you do with a PC as well. So it gives you an HDMI out, 3 USB ports to connect keyboards, mouse. Ethernet, and a full 65 watt power, so you're not draining the battery. I was actually kicked out of the living room because my wife really wanted to watch some shows. So I was actually downgraded to the bedroom where I was sitting to test the docking station and the gaming. Pro tip: this is an absolute pro tip. Go to the armory crate, select battery care, and select 80%. In docking mode, it will only charge to the 80%, and it will help extend your battery life. It's when taking out of dock, just switch the feature off, and charge it and drain it and to 100% and then to 0. But in your docking station, you don't want it to be constantly giving that power when it's actually on 100%. You need to have that headroom. So make sure it's an 80%. After that, it just kills it. So it really extends your battery life when using it dock a lot. Anyways, Gears of War, Killer Instinct, they all feel amazing on a big screen. Mortal Kombat. I've played some Cyberpunk 2077 as well. This is where the LIX just stopped being a handheld and becomes a proper gaming setup. The third one I would recommend to all of you, if you ever leave the house, and usually with a handheld, it will eventually lead to a situation you will leave the house with your LIX. This one is absolutely mandatory. It's a proper carrying case. I'm using the JSaw, where is it? Here we go. Protection back for the, and it's honestly, it's perfect. Why? It fits the LIX snugly. Snugly, I like that word, I'm not native English, but I like that word snugly. It just fits it. It protects the analog sticks, triggers, it has room for chargers, for cables, for earbuds, or anything else you want to put there. Feels solid for travel and holiday. So whether you're a plane, car, just commuting, this case turns the LIX in a grab-and-go system. It's no scratches, no pressure on stick, no worrying, just zip it, go. It's absolutely a must-have. Number 4, let's kick in some open doors here. It's not a surprise. The fourth essential thing, it's not hardware. It's just the right games. Yes, it can run heavy AAA titles, but where it truly shines, for me especially, is those indie and well-optimized classics. My absolute pick, Little Nightmares 1, 2, and 3. I like 2. I don't like 3 because it's not from the same developer, but it's not a review here. Everybody has his own preferences. But these games, you can run them at 900p on 1080p, obviously, but 900p, 60 or 120 frames of hertz mode, cinematic visuals, smooth performance, amazing atmosphere, low power draw. You can easily cram 5 to 6 hours when you're just playing Little Nightmares, and they look incredible on the 7-inch screen. Hades, I don't have the footage here, but it's the first time I'm playing that game now, and fast loading, locked frame rates, insane replayability. Kudos. Somebody tipped me. I wouldn't find it myself. You can play for hours on one chart. Handheld gaming at its best. Killer Instinct, but any fighting game. I'm now into Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1. Killer Instinct, I'm just a sucker for Killer. This is where my arcade experience started with Killer Instinct. I can still see myself playing it in the arcades. The reboot, I think it's amazing. Doctor handheld, feels amazing, quick, responsive control, zero compromise. Killer Instinct or any fighting game. The one for me, this is where my Xbox adventure started in general. Gears of War. Gears of War 5 feels like a proper AAA title. It's very well optimized for your handheld. I think Part 5 is a fantastic one. I see some other people disagreeing with that, but whether you're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they feel exceptional on this handheld device. I would fully recommend this Gears of War, but there is one honorable mention I want to make. This is also where your Steam shines, to the incorporation of Steam on this platform, is Echoes of the Living. It's from a small studio. I fully recommend this game. If you're into tank controls, you need to be into tank controls. I've lived through the 90s. I've lived through the first Resident Evil. The first Resident Evil is one of my all-time favorite games. Echoes of the Living. It's just an homage to the 90s tank control survival horror games. I'm having such a blast. Kudos to these guys and who are developing it. It's absolutely amazing. It gives me that 90s vibes all over, and I'm just loving it. So if we're taking into context, what does this do for your battery life? Heavy AA titles, AAA titles, sorry, 1.5 to 2 hours max. Obviously, this is not in docking mode. Indie games like Hades or Little Nightmares, 4 to 6. I think pushing it towards 6. I can cram out 3 to 4 with Gears of War 5. Emulation or lightweight titles even more, right? So you've got a fantastic machine on your hands and well optimized for the right purposes with the right games. Boom. Now the final one, the fifth, is grip and TPU protection. I think this one is seriously underrated, but once you use it, you won't go back. A grip case with TPU protection. The one I'm using isn't even, I think it's not even a big brand or anything. I just picked it up on Amazon. You got this very expensive one, but honestly, it does exactly what it needs to do. It makes a shock-resistant TPU, so it protects the ally from small drops and bombs, adds grip to make it bulky, without making it bulky, apologies for that, and just making the handheld feel more secure in your hands. Honestly, it feels amazing in your hands, right? It's already a fantastic controller because it's just an Xbox controller cut in half. But with this grip, it's fine. It's absolutely fantastic. What I do want to do is make a small reference to something. Where is it? Oh, here it is. You buy a $900 machine and you get this piece of cardboard with it for a stand. You can just put it in there and just... I'm not even going to do it. It's just Asus, why? A $900 machine and you giving it a piece of cardboard. Well, with this grip, you're getting a stand at the back of it, and that means that you can use it tabletop gaming, watching content, quick breaks without laying the screen flat or the whole handheld flat. You can just tap it out and you've got a fantastic, you can see it? Yeah, you can see it, piece of machinery just to put it up. Looks nice, absolutely nice. It improves the ergonomics, especially during longer sessions. As said, I'm actually think it's an upgrade in terms of how you hold it. Less finger fatigue, better control, more confidence when you're holding this device because it has an anti-slip mechanism surrounding it. Just put it on and then it will stay there forever. It fits in your case as well nicely. The final conclusion, my dear fellow people of the show, wrap it up. The ROG Xbox LAX is already an incredible device, but these 5 essentials, screen protector, docking station, travel case, the right games, and the grip with TPU protection to unlock its full potential. It's a portable PC, people, a console, an indie game dreaming machine all in one. So I just want to wrap it up with one question for you guys. Have you already bought it? Are you in the market buying a handheld? And if you already have it, I'm just curious, what's your favorite game on the ROG Xbox LAX or the LAX or any handheld in general? Because as long as it runs Windows, I can run it too. Hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know your comments and thoughts. And for now, see you on the battlefield.